lap of whatever lymphedema, she could still lose weight. She could still treat her body better. She could still do things to mitigate the side effects from her condition. There are so many things that she could be putting her efforts into, and she's not doing it. She would rather wallow, woe is me, pity me because of this condition. Hey y'all, it's Rosie here, and I think I just put out a couple of videos about Amberlynn Reid. And here I am in my bed. As you can see, I've got my beautiful assistant reactor, the giant fish. I do have a bean, but he is laying down currently, so he doesn't want to be involved. Why am I in bed in the middle of the day? Well, your girl has been having some issues, mainly sciatic nerve pain, and I didn't have to work at the store today. I'll have to be in there tomorrow, obviously. Today's Tuesday, if I didn't say that. Y'all are gonna have to y'all are just gonna have to bear with me, okay? Because my brain's not working. I've got what they call pregnancy brain, I guess. I don't really want to use that as an excuse, but I'm gonna use that as an excuse. My grandma asked me to run a bunch of errands with her this morning, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'll go do that with you, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know what happened, but your girl cannot, like, put any weight on her right leg. Like, every time I try to take a step, my knee just, like, comes out from under me. I've got this, like, awful, just radiating pain, and it comes down and it wraps around my knee. It's terrible. So I am in bed with my bean. I thought maybe we would take a nap, but my brain would not shut off. So I was like, well, maybe I'll watch something on YouTube. And I saw that our girl put out a video. It's called, My Legs Are Getting Bigger. I Feel Ugly Because of My Disease and Run Errands With Me vlog. I can't. But you know what? Let's watch it. Let's be entertained since I can't seem to move at this moment. Bean. This is Bean. Okay. You can react too. You can be a reactor. An Amberlynn Reid reactor. Is that what you want to do? Okay. Let's get into it, shall we?
So I just want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for like the sweet messages about my new piercing. I got the other side of my nose pierced if you guys didn't watch that vlog. So now I have 2 nostrils pierced, which is exactly what I wanted. It looks exactly how I expected it. I love it so much. You guys have been so sweet about it, so
I mean, I'm happy she's getting love for it. I don't really care one way or the other. I don't think it looks bad, personally, because she's got the other side done. So I think it's fine.
Thank you. Like, it means the world to me because, like, I'm super nervous about it for some reason. Anyways, while we're here, I would like to talk because I have gotten some messages because in my last vlog, you guys saw me go to a smoke shop where I got Delta 8 and you guys were like, oh my God, your mom's sober. Like, what are you doing? My mom has never been a smoker type of girly, so it doesn't trigger her or anything. And we actually live in a state where medical is legalized, so she's around it a lot, just like naturally. And it's not a trigger for her. I would never do anything that would trigger her or put her in harm's way because, like, her sobriety is super important.
Y'all, I had this intrusive thought that Amber would get her mom to relapse, like become an addict again, just for the content for her YouTube channel. And that kind of scared me. But then I was like, that's something our girl would do. So you wouldn't do anything to trigger her, but you do drink around her and do drugs around her. Is shit adding up for you, Bean? Or no? Shit ain't adding up for Bean. I mean, if her mom is sober, right? Like, I obviously had an issue with it in the last video. Like, I think it's ridiculous to do stuff that could be a trigger for your mom. And whether you say, oh, it's legal, so she's around it all the time, does that necessarily mean that you need to do it around her, or should you be more supportive? And also, I wonder if a lot of people had issues like I did with how you were like, oh, my mom doesn't even drink in your video. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what I had an issue with. Because, like, clearly your mom, who was an addict, put in so much effort to, like, regain her life. And for you to downplay it and just be like, oh, she's sober. Like, she doesn't even drink. Like, that's what I had an issue with. I don't care what everybody else had an issue with.
Within herself as well. Like, that is, like, her main priority in life, and I would never do anything to, like, sabotage that or put her in, like, a weird position. And then so it made you guys ask, like, is your mom the one biting buzzballs? No. I do all that myself. I've never drank in front of my mom. I never, ever would. I'm not that type of girly pop. So I just had to, like...
Why does she keep saying girly pop? And what does girly pop mean? And also, my other question is, how... You buy the buzzballs yourself, but you can't take yourself to the store, so your mom's going with you. So you're buying alcohol while in your mom's company. And then I find it really hard to believe that you're not drinking when she's there, because we've seen you seemingly intoxicated after your mom has just left your house. So that's not adding up. Also, you would have them in your fridge. So then every time your mom's at your house and opens your fridge, there's alcohol. And I'm not saying that you're totally responsible for your mom's sobriety, because you're not. But I would think if my mom had been an addict and now she's sober and I'm really proud of her, I would go out of my way to not have anything in my home or on my person that could be a trigger for her, or could cause her to spiral or have issues or revert back to old habits or fall into addiction or just struggle harder than necessary, because I'm sure that in her daily life, she's going to come across alcohol. And like you said, if you live in a state where it's legalized for marijuana, she's going to come across a lot of people who are smoking. So sure, maybe that wasn't her drug of choice, but I don't know, whatever, make excuses. It's up to you.
Clarify those things, because I don't know, they're making me feel kind of weird and icky. Anyways, I'm actually about to go out to do a few things and filming. I could see myself, and I forgot to put on lipstick, so thanks for reminding me, you guys. So first up is my mom had to go inside of her bank to ask them a question about something, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay in the car. So I actually stayed in the car and I edited the beginning of this video, so yay me. Okay, so next stop, we're currently at the Walmart. I have to get a few things, so let's do that.
Her mom really is the new off-screen side character. Her mom is the Her mom is the replacement for Wipey. It's embarrassing. That's why she doesn't need a living girlfriend. She's got her mom doing everything.
Old Harris Flea Market, and my mom parked where she likes to park, about a mile away. So my mom likes to get these sheets from here. So she's deciding between these three colors, because she already has, what colors do you have at home?
I have the light.
Honestly, I'm here for the flea market content, because at least she's branching out some. It's not just Walmart. It's not just Marshall's. She's going new places.
The green,
That one?
the gray, the dark purple,
Part
turquoise.
and turquoise. So now you're trying to choose two of these?
Yeah, or should I just get all three because I'm here?
I would just get all three at this point.
Yeah.
The brand is Unidos Collection.
Wow.
Oh, do you like brown? You want to get brown?
It's open.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that if it's open. Is there another? There's,
This color?
I realized that there's two names for it. Sally Collection and then Unidos. Whatever that means, but she likes both.
Wait, I'll look at that one.
Now she's looking at tie-dye, because tie-dye is her jam. She's the tie-dye queen, and she saw this, and she thought I'd like it. Hello. So I'm waving at my mom because our next errand is she is paying her phone bill. So she is in there doing that right now. And I am editing again. Like, this is perfect for me. That's why I love editing for my phone, because moments like this, I can just like get caught up and edit. So yeah. Okay, so next up is we're about to go to this store called Cato, or...
I've never been there either. Is Cato different from City Trends, or are they the same thing? I've never been to either place. I have no idea. I think I've seen a Cato before. So back to the video.
Cato. I don't really know. But I've been here a few times. My mom never has. So let's go into it. Y'all, I have realized recently I am such a sunglass girly.
She doesn't go anywhere. Like, what does she need them for? To just sit in her apartment and do TikTok trends with her sunglasses on?
Like, not so much those pink ones, but almost all of these I was literally obsessed with. I don't know what it is.
I have to wear prescription sunglasses because I can't drive without my glasses. So I don't get to just switch willy-nilly because they cost too much, but most of those are like butt ugly, so I guess I'm not jealous.
But I didn't buy a single pair. So I feel like that's gonna haunt me for literally the rest of the night, probably the rest of the week. So I wanna know, which one should I go back and get? Give me your vote.
None of them. You should just save your money because you don't go anywhere to wear sunglasses. Like, what? The real question is, what the fuck is this facial expression and why does she keep doing it? Because it's not a vibe. Not a vibe.
You guys, look at the sky. It looks better in person, I will say that, but it's like red. It's just so pretty.
Can you zoom in on it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm zooming in now.
Hanging out your mom for having a dirty windshield when you could have rolled down the window and taken that video.
Wow. Hello. So I just got home. It has been such a long day and a long night, but it's honestly been super fun, super great.
It's been so fun. I guess I can't. Okay. I'm not going to hate on her too much. Like, I did obviously have a good time with my grandma this morning. I'm not going to complain. But my grandma is a wild ride. Okay? That woman. We had to go. So, my uncle is having surgery today. And my cousin drove down there to where he's having surgery to spend the night last night with him. And she's going to spend tonight too. So me and my grandma were tasked with taking care of Pipes. And y'all know I love my girl Pipes. So we went and checked on her. And that just led to us playing with her for like 30 minutes in my cousin's house. My grandma doing some erratic driving because that's what she's known for. And then, of course, it's never errands with my grandma unless she gets to go home decor shopping. So we did a few things like that. And then she wanted to do some Christmas shopping, but honestly, we can't figure out what to get anyone. I was like, I think I'm mostly going to get people gift cards. And by gift cards, I'm either going to give you a Starbucks gift card, a gift card for gas, or probably a Chick-fil-A gift card. Because I feel like everyone can use all three. Like, you can always use a gas card.
Great day. So we went and saw Christmas lights. So that was actually really fun. That's the first Christmas type of thing.
Why didn't she why didn't she show us the Christmas lights? Like, why didn't she take a video of the Christmas lights? I've got some videos that I need to finish editing. I have them all started. I just haven't finished them from Japan, from where we went to the flower light show in the Wisteria Garden, and just like a few things like that. The Christmas lights are just spectacular in Japan. And that's one of my favorite things at Christmas anyway, is to go to different light shows. So, yeah, it was wonderful.
With my mom, since
I would much rather her show us that than her going to Cato and Walmart and for her mom to pay her phone bill and go to the bank.
Literally just a little girl. And me and my mom both really enjoy like Christmas lights and things like that.
Here I was raging and fussing because she wasn't going to show it to us, and then all right, editing, Lynn. Thank God I'm not epileptic. Those lights would give me a seizure. She's got them sped up so fast.
Hello, so it's pretty late at night. I actually just came back inside from walking Twinkie. I am like half-assed trying to get ready to go to bed. My hair's up, earrings are out, but I still have my jacket on. I don't know, maybe I'm half asleep right now.
She hasn't washed her face. She hasn't washed her face. Okay. Just the rest of this video is about her legs and a bunch of self-love. So if you don't want any of that information, you should just end the video here.
But I do have something like massively on my mind, and I kind of just want to like speak about it. So I recently have been talking about like how I am feeling more confident and I am like loving myself more and I have more self-love. There was a moment today, actually when I was in Cato, I don't really know what it's called, but I was walking towards the mirror and I just like noticed my legs are drastically getting bigger. If you guys don't know, because I know not everyone watches every single one of my videos. I do suffer with lymphedema, but I also have lipedema. And I just noticed today that like they are getting bigger. It's very obvious. I almost want to share the clip so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but it's like I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed. It makes me feel like unworthy of love, and it's a really bad.
Where does she get these talking points from? Like, I swear to God, she listens to people's struggles. Like, she watches like a struggle YouTube video and she's like, are you tired of me talking, or is it the whole situation? Feeling unworthy of love because you've got liquid build up in your legs? Are you doing it on purpose? Feeling unworthy of love because you have liquid on your legs is a bit much for me. But I do understand everyone has, you know, their own things, their own issues, their own struggles. I get it. Something about it seems off to me. But also the other thing is there's lots of ways to help like with her condition, and she chooses not to. So like one of the things I've learned from my 600-pound life, and a lot of people on there, if you've ever watched the show, have the same conditions as Amber, and they talk about these like high-powered like compression sleeves for the legs, and they really, really help. Like, they really make a difference. And I haven't seen her make any attempts at getting any form of treatment or any sort of help for this condition. Like, she doesn't seem to do anything for it. And so that leaves me to, like, not have sympathy.
Bad headspace to be in, but I know that like on the self-love journey I'm going to have moments like this. I'm gonna have moments where I do feel kind of shitty about myself because I don't like my body. I hate my body more than anything, especially because I have this illness, I have this disease, and it's like I have to continuously remind myself that I am more than this. I am more than my body. I am so much more than my body, and it just makes me really.
Yeah, you're your shitty personality too. Duh. I don't understand. She genuinely, you know how Amber has this tendency to like watch other people's struggles or like watch someone's like background video and then like steal their story and ideas and whatever for herself? That's what I feel like is happening right now. I just don't know who she's taking it from. The self-love journey, the whatever, whoever, loving yourself, not feeling worthy of love, calling herself a shiny pink turd.
Really emotional because like it's kind of hard to be in that headspace because for majority of my life I have been my body. I have always been fat Amber. That's who I was when I was in school. And I have always been, oh, look at her butt shelf, you could set coffee cup on there. It's like, okay, laugh it off. I'm trying so hard to find my style and find who I am as a almost 33-year-old single woman. Like, I am enjoying the process, but then I have moments like this where I'm like, I have done so much damage to my body that is not repairable. And I know that like, no matter what, I would still have lipedema. Lipedema is also very common for people who are skinny.
Okay, look. I have this thought all the time. Whether you think it's repairable or you've done all this damage or you want to blame your lymphedema, lipedema, whatever, lindema, she could still lose weight. She could still treat her body better. She could still do things to mitigate the side effects from her condition. There are so many things that she could be putting her efforts into, and she's not doing it. She would rather wallow, woe is me, pity me because of this condition. I don't need to lose weight and change myself because I'll still have this condition. And it's like, sure, maybe. But if you would just put in minimal effort to help yourself, lots of other things would fall into place. So you don't want to get to that point and then be like, well, I'm here, I might as well stay here, and I'll just complain about it. So if that was the case, I would still be 277 pounds. Or maybe I would be 300 pounds by now. I mean, it's been 10 months, you know? Just because you've gotten yourself to a certain place doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can especially if she's going to go on and on about this self-love journey, she could put in the effort, the work, the time, dedicate herself to making her own life better, and she will genuinely feel better about herself. I always feel bad for her because it's her own opinions that she has formed herself that make it impossible for her to do better for herself. Like, she's her own saboteur.
Not because of my weight, but I know that it wouldn't be as bad as what it is if it wasn't for the fact that I've continuously always been morbidly obese, literally my whole life. So even though this like video, which I'm probably going to show it, let's be real, has
Self-awareness land.
completely like ruined my night right now, I'm not going to let it ruin tomorrow. I'm not going to let it ruin the next day. I'm not going to let it ruin the current journey and path that I am on. It's just right now I feel shitty. Right now I feel ugly because of my disease, and I don't like feeling that way at all. It's hard to see beauty in something that is so made fun of constantly online.
That statement is so stupid. So many people are made fun of online and in their real lives, to their face, behind their back, at work, at school, in their own families. It's not just you, Amber. You're not special because you're fat.
You know, we're supposed to love ourselves, cherish ourselves, and respect ourselves.
I genuinely don't know anyone, like, that I've watched that makes fun of how she looks. I don't really care about how she looks. I've said it 100 times. I'm all about actions and attitude over here. And, you know, she's just got a bad attitude and she's always doing the wrong actions. I do hate it that she says people make fun of her. And there are a lot of people who do make fun of how she looks, but
and find ourselves beautiful inside and out. For my whole life, I've never loved myself. And it's like, now that I finally am, I would literally do anything in this world to go back in time and tell my younger self, love yourself now. Take care of yourself now.
whose story is this that she's stealing?
Let your health be your number one priority, whether that's physical health, mental health. Just treat your body good. I know the world isn't treating you good.
Would she tell herself that? Because I think if I had an opportunity to go back in time, I would probably try to get myself to make some better, like, financial investments.
I know that you are sad, and I know that food is your comfort, but find a better outlet. I want to tell my younger self that more than anything. I would do anything to go back in time right now, but obviously it's not possible, and it's like the only thing I can do is like fix my present for my future. Seeing my legs has put me in a really weird headspace. It's like every day I see my legs. I know they're big, but it's like something about this specific clip just really got to me because, you know, when you see yourself every single day, sometimes you don't
Just show it and stop talking about it. God dang.
notice, oh wow, look at my weight loss, I'm looking good. Or oh wow, I've gained some weight. Like, you don't notice things like that until you look at like an older photo or a video or whatever it may be, and you're just like, oh wait a minute, wow, I look so different. That's kind of
She's really just dragging this out with the rambling. Oh my God.
what I'm going through with my legs right now, and I'm just afraid. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, it makes me feel embarrassed, and all day today I was trying to shove down the thought of my legs and just enjoy my time out with my mom, but it was definitely something that was heavily on my mind. Now I just feel like I'm rambling.
Your legs didn't just get that size. You knew what they looked like this morning when you put your pants on. I don't understand the premise behind this.
feel like I really wanted to get this off of my chest and off of my heart, and the journey.
She really was just looking for some time filler, some space filler, trying to get that extra December monies.
Of self-love and the journey of me trying to be a more confident person. You know, it's not going to be just this beautiful steady incline. It's going to be very much like this. I know it is. I already feel it. And a part of just like my new life, I really want to start being more vulnerable with you guys. I feel like that's very, very important to me. Normally this is something I wouldn't share. I wouldn't vocalize out loud.
She's very fake vulnerable. That's something I've come to like recognize and get used to in her content, is
she shows us these moments of what seems to be vulnerability, and then we come to find out that it's like fake and contrived, and she's just doing it to pick up new unsuspecting audience members.
But I don't know, like something was telling me to do it and to document this moment, that you can feel confident and you can love yourself and be on that journey, but still find things about you that you really truly dislike. It's not me saying that I don't love myself, but in this moment I just have a lot of like regret, a lot of what ifs, and it just makes me want to like improve more. I ultimately just
But it doesn't seem like what she wants to improve is actually her health or lose weight or anything like that. Really, it seems like she just wants sympathy and better hair.
want to be more than my body and more than my legs, and I just feel like it's never going to be the case. I'm going to end this video with the clip that I'm talking about. I already know a lot of people are going to judge me. They're going to ignore everything I said. And instead of watching this clip, understanding why I'm showing.
Oh my God. Has these last few minutes just been a, see, I said all of this because I know, like, I'm going to do better and want to be better and I'm going to love myself. And y'all are just going to look at this clip and, like, judge me and talk about my legs. Y'all are disgusting.
They're still only going to see me for my body and not the
How many edits did she have to do to get this the way she wanted it? Because, dear God.
Not the story that I'm actually trying to convey.
Would
Would
do
do anything for people.
I hate this fake sincerity. I hate it so much. It's actually upsetting. And the fact that she had to have so many fucking, like, little jump cuts in there tells you that she wasn't happy with her, like, convincing and pushing the audience to, like, accept her the way she is and, like, give her tons of, like, kudos for the self-love. Like, no, you're not getting it from me, ma'am.
To see my heart instead.
You know what? You know exactly where I heard almost this statements like verbatim was in Alexandra Rodriguez's like post-op journey where she's like failing at losing weight and she's like, I know everyone is so mean and they're all going to judge me even though I'm trying to love myself, and put all the onus on all of us. And that is exactly what Amber is trying to do. We're all terrible people because we're not super supportive and loving her. And it's like, girl, you are missing the point. Most of us do not give a fuck about how you look. It's all about all the crazy shit you do all the time and all the lies and all the stuff you can get caught up in. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be this person. I have nothing to say about how she, like, actually looks there, except I don't see anything different. She's looked like that, like what we see right there, for years. She's looked just like that for years. Like, what's different? What are we supposed to be seeing? That's how she looks. I don't know if it's because I'm just, like, in pain and my leg feels like really weird. I don't know if that's part of it and that's why I'm so like aggro over this whole thing. But I kind of think a lot of what she was just spewing in that last like 5 minutes of video was a whole load of bullshit. It was all, woe is me, I have this condition. Even if I lose weight, I can't do anything about this condition. And it's like, again, but you could still lose weight overall. Yeah, you would still have the condition, but I think in general, you would feel a lot better about yourself, even if your legs stayed huge. Also, there are lots of options for things you can do to control the size of your legs, especially when it has to do with, like, the retention of fluids or, like, you know, lymphatic drainage, things like that. There's lots of things she could do. Also, in regards to not just like the lymphatic drainage stuff or whatever from the one condition, the other condition with the hard fat that's like impossible to lose, once you've gotten the rest of your body down to a normal size, you could have that fat extracted with liposuction and then have this excess skin removed. So there's lots of things she could do, and if she would kick her own ass into overdrive to actually work on some of these things for herself on this self-love journey that she's on, which I don't know who, like, where she picked this up from. I feel like if I go over and look at Alexandra Rodriguez or Learning to be Fearless or whatever, Amber's favorite one to copycat, she's probably talking about this self-love thing. She probably put out a whole thing about how people judge her and everybody should love everybody and whatever, because that's also her MO. So Amber's probably stolen all of these ideas from her and then just attributed it for her lymphedema, lapidema, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, well, I think that's all I gotta say about this. I'll try to get this video out as quick as I can. And I don't know, y'all. Hopefully I can do something with my leg because I actually have stuff to do this afternoon. So wish me luck. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.